And before I go into that, we started to see this sort of acceptance of African food, especially West African food, all the way from North America to even Korea. I've seen people eating fufu and egusi soup, and all these influencers have gone to the bandwagon, and it's being received very well. The African food is nutritious and delicious, like you mentioned. But is the reason why we haven't really pushed it out that far is because we are protective about it. We don't want it to go out there and be diluted and become something else. Is that what you found with when you're speaking to some of these people in the food industry? Or is it just that, like you said, we're just, okay, we know our audience, we know our market, we stick with the 5% of people that will buy from us rather than, okay, let's tweak this thing a little bit to go out into the audience? What is the problem here? Is it a marketing issue? Is it a visibility issue? Is it a cultural issue?
It's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I'll use a quick example here. In the UK, you go to a lot of the Indian restaurants. You see chicken tikka masala. You see a lot of vindaloo, a lot of chicken, or a lot of Indian foods. Yeah. To my surprise, when I visited India a couple of times some years back, I realized a lot of these foods weren't there. In fact, the ones I was mentioning, I was seeing a variant of it, the more traditional food in India.
Yeah, yes.
So that got my mind thinking, how did that food then become what it is in the UK? It's as a result of localizing the food to the palates which you want to target.
Yeah.
So if you look at the African food, first and foremost, within the African continent itself, we have several names for the same food.
Yeah.
So you go to Uganda or, Zimbabwe or Tanzania, and they have the maize meal, and they all call it different names from ugali to iwita to whatever. You come to West Africa, you see it as semolina. You go everywhere, and it's the same food but different names.
Yeah.
So one quick thing here is, in order for us to be able to make sure the food industry has the light of day, we need to look at our individual communities and see how well we can present that food in such a way that it's not that threatening for anyone who wants to try it out and see what's all about.